Good morning guys, it's Monday, it's the day before my state examination. Today we have some last minute preparing. I will do some last minute revising of the things that I just need to get inside my brain. The exam is from Tuesday to Thursday, 5 hours each. And I will be so happy when I'm done on Thursday. And then we can party and have fun and we don't have to do any more practice questions. We don't have to take any more practice exams. We can stop reading our books and we can just have a little bit of proper free time for the first time in a very long period of time. I hope this experience is going to be genuinely good and I'm hoping and praying. We've had 0 mental breakdowns so far, so fingers crossed there will be none. Hopefully you will take something away from this video. Hopefully it's going to help you get a realistic idea of what it's like to go through medical school and to take big exams, or at least what it can look like for me in this case. So without further ado, let's get into revising and tackle this final day. It's 9:30 on Monday. I didn't expect to be studying this long today, but I literally spent the entire day going through some last minute stuff and I'm not even done with everything I wanted to go through yet. And it's also a weird feeling because if I don't get it done today, I could still do it tomorrow or on Wednesday and it might still be worth it because the exam takes 3 days. So I don't really know how I will go about with this, but I've definitely made some good progress. I'm a little bit nervous. I'd say I am like a 3 out of 10 nervous, maybe 4, maybe 5, but not too nervous. Just I'm kind of excited to be done with everything. I just want this to be over because I've spent enough time preparing for the exam. I just want to get it done. Now I will just prepare everything for tomorrow so that I can just get up, get ready and leave without having to worry about anything. I have to be there at 8 and the exam starts at 9. It's from 9 to 2 p.m. one check-in. When I woke up this morning, I was definitely excited, but in a positive way, because I'm starting to feel the euphoria you get when this long period of studying and discipline is over. So my morning was actually really kind of good, and then everything went super smoothly, so I have zero complaints about how things went about. I don't know if I told you before, but we're not allowed to bring any lucky charms, but so I got these little claw clips, which are dinosaurs, and these are my lucky charms because I'm not allowed to bring one, so I kind of, because I'm not officially allowed to bring one, but I'm definitely going to bring one, so this is my substitute slash lucky charm, and I have a different dinosaur for each day. This was today's dinosaur. I think it's super cute, and I think it's super cute. I got really nervous in the final 30 minutes before the exam started. I don't know why, and I was getting into a bit of a negative headspace, and so when the exam started, I was doubting myself, doubting everything I know for some reason. This hasn't really happened ever in any exam, at least not that I can remember, and I don't know why it happened. I felt like I forgot everything I ever knew, and I obviously kind of knew that that wasn't the case, but it made me feel very insecure, very self-conscious. And then the first few questions, so the way the exam is structured is you in the beginning have cases where 3 questions refer to the same patient, the same case study, and then later on you have just questions one after the other that are completely independent from one another. But in the beginning you deal with the same topic for like 3 to 4 questions at a time. That means if the topic that it's on is not your best topic, there are at least 2 to 3 or maybe even 4 questions on the same topic, which isn't really your strong suit. And this combined with my random mental state gave me a little bit of a rough beginning, to be completely honest. If you are interested, it was like one case was on infertility in men and the other one was on the thyroid. I made an educated guess at best. And this very negative feeling stuck with me throughout the entire exam, even as it got better, because it did get better. There were definitely loads of questions where I'm like, above 80, above 90, maybe even 99% sure that I got them right. And when I was done with the entire exam, I tried to take a break. I tried to really take a bit of a mental break and get back at it with a fresh mind, look at all of the questions again. I've gone through the exam 2 times in total, and so the questions got better at some point, but this negative feeling kind of stuck with me. Before I was finished, I went through the entire exam a second time, just for myself to know where I was actually taking guesses or taking educated guesses and where I was confident or even sure. In the end, there was definitely a normal amount of questions where I'm more or less confident on that they were correct. In the end of the day, I think it was okay. It was just that in the moment, just the feeling is just, you know how you say you never get a second chance for a first impression? That's kind of everything I've been trying to say put into one sentence, because it was okay in the end, but the first impression wasn't really good. My mental state in the very beginning wasn't really good, and now even though that I'm relatively sure that things have gone okay-ish, I still don't feel like amazing about it. But that's okay. It took me almost the entire 5 hours, so it took me a bit over 3 hours to go through everything the first time, and then a little bit more than an hour to go over everything again and make sure that all of my answers were correct. And then it took me a bit over an hour to go through everything once more. And then I spent the afternoon relaxing and just doing some random tidying and organizing, which does feel good. It's just, I don't know, do I study? Do I not study? I don't know. I don't really know what. I don't really know if I want to. Maybe I will give it a try. I will definitely try to go to bed early tonight because I didn't sleep super well last night. So hopefully I can catch up on some sleep tonight and then be well rested for tomorrow.
Good morning, time for round 2. On Wednesday, I got up again, got ready, same procedure as the day before, and I had my cereal for breakfast again. I honestly recommend having a nice breakfast to look forward to so much. I obviously wouldn't eat crunchy nuts every single day of my life because they are extremely sweet, and as a future doctor, I honestly can't recommend having those on a regular basis at all, but my sister sent me 2 gigantic packs. When I got to the location, I met Ami, which was very nice, a pleasant surprise to start the day. We arrived together and we took the exam. It was kind of like the day before, just that I wasn't as anxious in the beginning as I was on Tuesday. Before you know it, you're done. I mean, not before you know it. It does take quite a while, but at some point you're just done, and then you have to kind of figure out what to do with the rest of your day and what to do with yourself. And I'm going to talk about it in a minute again, but I actually got some work done, ran a few errands, and then chilled for the rest of the day.
Rock and roll, my guys. Day 2 is in the books. The exam itself was kind of like yesterday. I didn't have the same difficulties in the beginning because the tougher questions were spread throughout the entire exam more evenly. I counted the questions which I was sure of again. My performance was kind of like yesterday. I didn't feel that great when I was done with the exam though, because it's not super satisfying. And I think sometimes taking or doing multiple choice questions can actually be kind of fun, because if you know the answer, it's such a nice experience, because having everything correct on a multiple choice exam feels much nicer than writing an essay where you don't know whether it's going to turn out good or not, you know? But if you don't know the answer, it's just so unpleasant, and it took me almost 5 hours again today, so it's quite the unpleasant feeling for a very long amount of time. But I made it, and then when I got home I was just tired. I'm feeling exhausted at this point. I'm very glad that tomorrow is going to be the final day. I will go to bed very early again tonight. I was so tired yesterday. When I got home, I had something to eat, I relaxed for a little bit, and then I actually used the remaining afternoon to tackle some tasks which I had been putting off / which just weren't a priority while I was studying for the exam, but which I now have to do that the exam's over, or after tomorrow I will have to do them. And up until today I was feeling very apprehensive of them, so I wasn't looking forward to the weekend after the exam, because I knew that once the exam was over I would need to do the next thing, you know what I mean? So I tackled that today and it was quite successful, and I'm so pleased with myself, because the afternoon wouldn't have been great anyway, because I'm not going to study anymore for tomorrow. On the other hand, I can't really, relax properly. So what do you do with this weird time? The day is not going to be perfect, so I might as well do something I'm not enjoying that much, because I'm not going to feel great anyway, so I might as well do those tasks. And now I feel amazing about them. I actually feel better about doing the things I have been putting off, than the relief of being done with it is bigger than the relief of being done with the exam for today, because I don't know whether or not I performed well on the exam, but I know that I'm done with this very specific tasks that have been stressing me out. So that's great. And now I will have dinner in a minute and go to bed and just maybe watch some TV, chill. I'm ready for tomorrow. I'm ready for everything to be over. Apparently there are loads of memes about the exam which I must have missed, so I will go on Instagram, have a look. If you're taking the exam, my current recommendation would be take the first day to adjust, and then the afternoon to relax as best as you can. Work out as much as you can so that you get rid of the stress hormones. And then maybe if there is something that you don't want to do but you have to do, maybe just do it, because you're gonna feel amazing. These afternoons are so weird. What are you going to do with them? What are you going to do with an exam day? Anyway, alright, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon is hopefully going to be just fun.
On day 3 out of 3, I met Ami by chance again. Honestly, we were in quite a good mood, I'd say, just because we were so close to everything being over. And you have to imagine the relief you feel when you have been studying for one exam for 6 months, maybe longer. I vividly remember being in the 3rd or 4th year of medical school and thinking of the exam and thinking about how I wasn't ready and how I was scared of it and how I was I don't know how I am ever supposed to take this exam, and you cannot fail, and then you're just done. It's over. It's done, and you never have to take it again. That's crazy. That's a crazy feeling, and I'm so happy to be done with it. And as you can tell, the weather wasn't great when we were done with the exam, but a lot of people came to pick us up, and we just tried to make the best out of it. Went home, chilled for a moment, and then I got ready again. We didn't party. I honestly thought we would party a little bit harder on Thursday already, but we were just so tired and done with everything. We had a very chill night and then partied some more on the weekend, which unfortunately isn't included in the video. I'm very sorry, but you can believe me that we did, and it was very good. All that's left for me to say is thank you to you guys. I'm so happy that you can take something positive away from my videos. I am going to try to show up so much more now that I'm done, so that you guys can see more of what medical school is like. I love you so much. I'm so thankful for you guys, and I hope to see you in the next video very, very, very soon.